Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Today we have Honda H'ness CB350 with us. I already did a video with the CB350 RS. In this video, so I will not go in detail in all the specs and everything. We'll just see how different it is from CB350 RS. Basically, it's a chromed up version of the CB3 RS. So as you can see, it gets a lot of chrome, which I do like it. The exhaust really looks good. In this particular motorcycle we have a headlight cowl, as you can see, which looks nice and it also matches the color of the vehicle, and also it gets this thing which is in the both the side, and also he have added a grip. Everything in this motorcycle is color matched nicely. For instance, this paint color goes well with this seat color, and also this what is this thing and exhaust is fully chrome and it is not rusted anywhere, and it is in very mint condition. So we'll start from the front. At front we have a full LED headlamps, which is not very powerful, and we also have indicators which are LED, which are also daytime running lamps in this motorcycle, so it does double duty. This is the horn of the motorcycle. It gets dual horn and it's meek, it's nice. And at front we have a 310 disc. At rear we have 240 disc. The tire size is 100 section at the front and 130 at the rear, and the rear also we get all LED units. So in my opinion it is looking good. Let me know how it looks in the comment section, guys. And this vehicle is C20 compliant, as you all know. Tank is nice and huge. You can tuck in your feet underneath, and the shape is really good and it is very bulky. I really do like it. This is the fuel cap, and handlebar also is finished in chrome, and switch gears are good quality compared to Royal Enfield. It's very similar. Here you have a kill switch. Below that you have hazard lights. The indicators or the DRLs act as hazard light. As you can see, it's blinking now. Here they have swapped this thing. I don't know for what reasons, only known to Honda. If you haven't watched my 350 RS video, I'll leave a link above. And here you get the pass light switch, and this is for some Bluetooth function, and it doesn't get any navigation here in this display. Nothing is there. You can only connect your headphones and it will tell how to go in those headphones only. So here you only have basic trip functions. This is the knob where you can go from trip B, and what else we have? Average range, we have fuel meter, battery voltage, and total load of distance. Gear position indicator is nice and large, and in this motorcycle we don't get a tachometer. Tail lights are placed nicely here. It has side stand indicator, traction control, and ABS light is blinking. I don't know for what reason. And that's it. I think the traction control in this motorcycle is not very superior. It has no stages. It's either interrupts a lot or just shutdowns, and I don't think you would ever need traction control system in this motorcycle. The motor is very smooth in most of its RPM. Only at the top end of the motorcycle it has some vibes, as you can see. Mirrors do vibrate at higher RPMs, but most of its rev range it's very smooth. And let's get going. The gear position indicator is very readable. It is not that sunny of a day, but even at a sunny day it's very readable. So after some time you do get used to it. I got used to it. I have ridden this motorcycle for some time now, so that is not an issue. Let's start with the engine. The engine is a 350cc fuel injected SOHC air cooled engine, which is a long stroke. Of course I won't repeat after this, please don't mind. In last video a lot of people were saying, why are you mentioning this many times, a long stroke motorcycle? So I will not mention from now on. It is mated with 5-speed gearbox. The gearbox is nice and smooth shifting, and the clutch is super light. It is one of the lightest in a motorcycle you could possibly find, and it is a joy to operate as well. The engine produces 21 horsepower and it produces 30 Nm of torque. which is respectable for its class. Of course, it's not a very modern engine. For a classic motorcycle or retro looking motorcycle like this is good enough, and the torque is good. But the characteristic of the engine is slightly different from what you think it might be. It is actually flat in the lower rev range. As you can see, I am at the 5th gear. The engine is relatively at lower RPM. We don't have a tachometer, but so we don't exactly know in which RPM we are in. But I assume that this is around 1200 or 1300. Just not very torquey in this rev range, but this is mid-range, this is top range. The mid-range and top end is very exciting, and mid-range is very strong. The engine is very rewarding when you rev it up. That is the mid-range. Mid-range is very strong, and top end is also surprisingly good for a long stroke motorcycle. I'll not mention this again, I swear. So the mid-range and the top end is the highlight of this motorcycle. It excels in that region. Now we are at 60 kilometers per hour in 5th gear. This is relatively at lower RPM. It is tall geared. I mean, like first gear does 40, second does 80, so it's very tall geared, but it is apt for this engine characteristics, I would say. Now we are at a relatively lower RPM. The engine is not strong here. It doesn't produce much torque here. It is not peppy here. But if you downshift to third, now it puts it into a mid-range RPM. Now it's very torquey, and it is very rewarding. This is the region where you would find the most pleasure from this motorcycle. Okay, let's launch. So as you can see, it reaches 100 kilometers per hour in third gear itself. So it's a very tall gear, and it only has 5-speed gearbox. It doesn't have a 6-speed. But 5th gear itself is very tall. Taking a U-turn is easy in this motorcycle. As you can see, while taking U-turn, I came to first. So this is very short geared, but you would absolutely get, sorry, it is tall geared, but you would absolutely get used to it. I got used to it. It's not a problem now. Don't get me wrong, it is absolutely drivable in the lower RPM as well. As you can see, I will just do that now. Now we are at 50 kilometers per hour at 5th gear. It is doing very low RPM. I guess it's around 1000 something. And the fueling is really good. It's not struggling or nothing like that. The only thing is that it's very flat there. It is not very torquey as you expect from this type of motorcycle. Exhaust sounds really good, but it comes from the exhaust only. There is no mechanical connection to the thumb. The exhaust is so nice that sometimes it feels artificial. From the start, I really like the sound of this motorcycle, and I'm pretty sure that you would also like the sound of this motorcycle. And the thing is that the sound is always there. Even if you are cruising at 70, 80, the thump is always audible. Even if you are wearing a helmet, you can still hear it. So the thump is really nice in this motorcycle. But it doesn't have any vibration to it. It is just the sound. The sound is bassy, but it's only coming from the exhaust. There is absolutely no vibration in this motorcycle from because of the exhaust. That's what I mean. But these do have some vibes at very near its rev limiter. I'll show you now. At these RPMs, it does vibrate, but most of its RPM, it's really smooth. Of course, it is a Honda motorcycle, so you would expect it to be smooth, and it is in fact smooth. Now moving to the ride and handling of this motorcycle. The rider triangle of this motorcycle is very laid back. It is not sporty, it's not very upright, it's a very comfortable position. And the handling of this motorcycle is also really good. You can easily chuck around in the corner, and it is has a great balance. It is very easy and nimble. You can easily ride this motorcycle. It is not hard, or it doesn't have any imbalance issues, and it also masks its weight really nicely. It weighs like 180 kg, but you won't feel it. Absolutely won't feel it. It feels very light and agile. Going through tight gaps is not an issue at all, and it is a very easy motorcycle to ride. And the tires in this motorcycle is also good. Front is 100 section and rear is 130, as I said before, and it offers plenty of grip, and you can easily check around corners in this motorcycle. In this motorcycle you can actually corner pretty hard, and grip levels are awesome, and brakes also good. Front gets 310 and rear gets 240. It also gets ABS, so stopping power is more than adequate. Maybe I'll just quickly show you doggo. Lot of dog is coming in my life. I'll just brake hard here. Okay. Max? No. That's surprising. And it is a very fuel efficient motorcycle as well. It returns about 35 kilometers, which is very respectable for this CZ. Now moving on to the suspension part, this is where I got a lot of scolding from you guys in the last video that I made in CB350 RS. I told you guys that it is not that good, but front is good. Front I really like it. In last video also I mentioned that front is really good, but the rear is stiff. Still in this motorcycle I find it to be stiff. Of course this is the same motorcycle and it is stiff. In fact, I'm not going to take that back. So rear suspension is stiff for my liking, but the highways and smooth roads like it. If you are cruising for the most part, it is very comfortable. Rear suspension is not an issue at all, but bad roads, broken roads, it's a pain in the ass. Maybe I'll just quickly show you guys. I'll take this right. The road will not be good. See, roads like this, it's really good, but roads like this, it's very stiff. I can feel all the bumps in this motorcycle. Maybe I'll just go over the bump. You can sense in the video. Here you do get a kickback effect. Turning radius is really good. Lock to lock turn is good in this motorcycle. It is very easy to ride. Rear is stiff, guys. That's also mainly due to the fact that it doesn't have enough travel in the rear. So on a whole, it is a great motorcycle. If you want to go for long distances, it is very ideal motorcycle. It is an excellent cruiser. In fact, doing 70-80 at highways, it's very comfortable. Riding position is really good for this purpose, and the engine also barely produces any vibration. In fact, there is none, to be honest. And you can also hear the exhaust. This is nice. I really like the exhaust sound of this motorcycle, and the exhaust sound doesn't make any vibration. That is the good part. To be honest, I never liked redlining any motorcycle, but in this motorcycle I absolutely love it. Just listen to it. So that is my take on this motorcycle. This is an excellent cruiser. If you are someone who loves traveling places, this is a great motorcycle. It is a very excellent cruiser, but also owning it is also really enjoyable. The sound it makes is something I'm getting in with. Sorry for my riding style. So guys, that's it for this video. Hope you guys like it. See you in the next video. Bye bye.